Hi guys, Coach Drew here. We're back with another foundation of human movement series. We're going to go over some pulling techniques. So you've seen presses and squats in the other two videos. Now we're going to go pulling from the floor. This is in our movement progression and our movements that we teach athletes when they walk in the door. This is something that everybody needs to know, whether or not you're an Olympic athlete or a grandmother. The ability to pick something up off the ground safely is an important skill to have. The worst feeling in the world is when you go to grab something and you all heard the thing like you throw your back out and grab something off the ground. This is a way to avoid that. So I have Bailey Brown, one of our athletes here at High Performance Athletics. She's with me today, and we're going to show you how to deadlift, and we're going to talk about how to set up, how to execute the movement the right way, and then a couple of things to look out for here. So Bailey's going to get on the bar. Good, and her feet are right under her hips. All right, if you look, go up one step, then her knees are locked out, but not like completely locked out. They're just straight here. Go up to her hips. Hips are in a good neutral position. Then she's gonna pull her rib cage on top of her belly, kind of nice. Like if I were to whack her in the stomach, it would be super rigid, right? Shoulder blades are pulled back. This is a neutral body position. We want to start there. Like everything else we've done so far, this is exactly where we're gonna start. So she's gonna bend at her hips, not her knees, to grab that barbell. She's gonna hold for a second here. Now I want you to notice her back is gonna be super flat right here. So she's gonna pull her shoulders back even more. Good, I'm gonna have her walk through. Go ahead and do 5 repetitions in a row, nice and easy. Good, all the way up, all the way back down. Notice. This is a hinge movement for us. It's a pull from the ground. So the big mover is her hips. No other joint is really moving a whole lot when she does this. Back is locked out, shoulders are locked out. It's the pivoting or the hinging of the hips that's moving that barbell. If anything in that chain, in that connection from her hands touching the bar to her feet starts to break a little bit, starts to not get as straight as it was, then her ability to lift the bar from her hips is going to be compromised. What we mean by that is she's going to grab this bar again, and she's going to round her back super hard like a cat. Right. So every single one of these vertebrae in her spine they're movable. All right. They can articulate on each other. So if she does that as she lifts, or I'm not going to have her lift up, but if she did that, right, where she feels that is going to go from her hamstrings where we want it up into her lower back. And we don't want to have lower back pain at all when we do this thing. So on the way up, you can make that mistake, but on the way down, you can make that mistake too. So just without the barbell in your hands. So just pretend like you're gonna lift one, but do it the right way on the way up. Good, and on the way down, I want you to round. So we see that on the way down, you just kind of dive your chest forward to have your back around again. This is where a lot of folks get hurt, because now I'm working with gravity on the way down. It might make it feel heavier, because it's going to go faster on the way down. People get hurt on the way down versus on the way up. All right. The other big thing we see as far as lifting the wrong way goes is Bailey's going to almost squat to pick this barbell up. Back in the day, you heard like lift with your legs a whole lot of times. If you lift with your legs the wrong way here, this barbell is going to run right into her shins, and it's going to scrape on her knees. When it scrapes on her, right, she said, ugh, if you guys couldn't hear that. When it scrapes on her knees, what has to happen to the barbell is it has to go out in front of her body. When it goes out in front of her body, where she feels that bar is also in her lower back. So do that same thing again. I'm going to make you do one more bad rep, and we'll go back to good reps. She's super squatty, and her chest is lifting up first, but that bar's got to kick out way in front of her body for her to do it the right way or to get it up. So it's going to cause a lot of pain in her lower back down the road. So we're going to fix that for her real quick. We're going to get bent over like we were. And then the cue that I'm going to use is I'm going to get her to push her knees back slightly as she's lifting the barbell. So she's going to pull the barbell into herself, lift her knees back, and her back gets super flat. And that takes every single ounce of pain that was inside of her lower back and put it right back into her hamstrings. So it's a flat back. It is a hip hinge only movement, not really focused on the knees. All right, so that is our deadlift, the foundational movement for pulls that we have. So kettlebell swings come next, clean, snatches, everything kind of hinges on the hinge. Thank you. All right, see you guys next time.